Just another quick update on how the garden's coming along.
Oh, bachelor buttons. These didn't get very much light, but they're pretty. Itsy bitsy. There's the bulb I'm doing for the contest.
What contest is this?
Sharon Bayless's romance contest.
Okay. Which involves?
Growing a bulb and sending her photos and, you know, describing a magical way in which it grew.
Okay.
So I can receive a free copy of the book.
Oh, nice.
I have not actually ascertained whether these are Douglas Aster daisies, but I'm letting them stick around anyway because they seem to be pretty.
Yeah, they look nice.
This honeysuckle is doing splendidly. It's growing like crazy. It's flowering. The flowers smell pretty too. And I want more of these. These lungwort, this lungwort.
Mm-hmm.
Fantastic.
Oh, they look really nice too.
Yeah.
I love the bark you put around them.
Yeah, the bark is great. Expensive though.
Yeah.
And the fern, the ostrich fern came back nicely.
Yeah. Well, we haven't had any more incidents with deer coming in chewing on it.
No, the deer now prefer my strawberries.
Oh yeah.
This is here's the fern that started in the concrete step. And it's growing nicely too. I love to rescue things like that. This honeysuckle is not doing so well. I'm on the verge of deciding whether to tear it out. It's miserable, it flowered poorly, it's got fungus and chewed on, and I've tried to rescue it, but I don't know. I don't even know if these portions are healthy anymore, so it may just be the soil around this area maybe no good for plants.
Well, the other plants are doing well. I think it just depends on the type of plant.
I mean, this particular honeysuckle is just really, really unhappy. Everything I put here is really unhappy.
Just in that spot.
Yeah. Trees are doing well. Too much shade, as always.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Well, none of the bulbs that I planted came up.
Yeah, this area is very dark.
This flowered this flowered and is going to go away pretty soon. It's normal.
It's normal.
Its normal lifespan is pretty much done.
Mm-hmm.
But this area is still just a hunk of nothing. No matter what I put in here.
That tree could be sucking the life out of the soil here too.
It's possible, except these are doing great. Even though I doubt these will ever flower. These are doing great, so. And I'm in the process of building another bed over here. I put sticks and layers of leaves, and then I'll put extra potting soil down.
Wow.
Yes, nasturtium, mint, and a rose. 2 roses. There's another rose there.
Oh, and they came from cuttings from the big one.
Yeah. Last year I just took a whole bunch of cuttings and left them on the soil, and
yeah,
they're really happy. I see a
they're
small
really
I see
orange,
a small
aren't they?
problem here, but I can solve that with some compost tea.
They're lovely.
And the nasturtiums were volunteers too. Those were just seeds that happened to fall in there, and they grew. And they're beautiful with the mint.
They are, yeah. That's a lot of mint.
Yeah, the mint is due for another haircut.
Yeah.
This rose is doing pretty splendidly. Lots and lots of blooms.
It is, it's really nice.
Silver tipped cypress or blue tipped cypress.
I love those, I love the colouring.
Yeah, nice, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
It's doing really well this year. Yeah, these were pretty pale until about a couple of days ago, and now they've greened up nicely. These are all squash right here, and this one is a squash. And then tomato here, and an eggplant here, the only eggplant that survived, and a horseradish root plant. Because I love horseradish mustard.
It's lovely.
The okra is still struggling. Poor little okra. Four little okra plants, and they're struggling pretty hard. But they are growing their adult leaves. They're just really pale. I don't know why. 4 more tomatoes, and these tomatoes are going to need support really soon. I'm going to have to put in some stakes and some chicken wire. Uh, 7 pepper plants. It looks like the curly leaf syndrome is going away. I'm not sure what caused it, but it looks like it's going away and they're starting to grow up a little. And 1 cucumber that is struggling. They were some pretty pathetic cucumber seeds. Let's see, 3 more peppers. And 7 more tomatoes over here. These tomatoes are mostly of a fast-growing variety that are supposed to be bearing now, actually, but they seem to be really slow. I don't know why. It's slow this year. I think it may be because of all the cloudy weather we've had.
Yeah, it's very warm today, and we're supposed to have an absolute scorcher of a summer.
And the native rose, which you can't do much to kill these little roses, but
yeah.
it has not bloomed yet, but it's got some spectacular thorns on it.
Mm-hmm. How are your towers doing?
They are done.
No, didn't work out?
No, they didn't work out. I think it was the cloudy weather. The mustard never really grew, the parsley never really grew, and I really just want to take them out and reuse the potting soil for something else. Okay. I hear people complain about lemon balm all the time, that lemon balm takes over, but keeping it like this has really restrained it. It's been here for a year, and it has not gotten out of its little ball. You just, clip it so it stays in a little bush, and it's fine.
Yeah.
I planted all the rest of my parsley right next to it.
Yeah.
And here's another volunteer strawberry. This volunteer strawberry is not for fruit. This one is specifically for sending out runners here.
Okay.
And these runners will become the next strawberry plants because these plants are ready to go. They're in their 4th year, they're done.
Okay.
Lots of parsley for pesto. Oh, I lost one. I think that one's gone. All the rest of them are doing okay though. I have no idea what this is, but it's pretty.
It's lovely when it flowers. It's kind of dying now, but it's lovely when it flowers.
Nice big thick leaves.
And the Minecraft.
The Minecraft bush.
Chicken,
Actually, the Minecraft bush is doing really well after its really harsh cutback.
Mhm.
It's got lots of little growth here, so it'll come back.
Yeah.
And this thing just 3 years ago was about this high and really skinny, and I didn't do a whole lot with it, just assisted it. The snow pea that the neighbor ran over. It doesn't look like it got run over, does it?
No. Well, she only did the wooden pot that was there.
Well, yeah, she ran over the wooden pot. She ran over the wooden pot. She ran over this actual plant, but this plant grew back really fast, and it's flowering.
It's doing very well, yeah.
I love snow pea flowers to look at.
Yeah.
And the bees love them. And let's see, all the lilies are pretty much done. Pretty much. Oh! Clover behind the trash can.
Lots of clover. Well, it's nice to have a bit of green back there because that's very barren.
It is, and I am going to be very, very happy when those roots stabilize the soil.
Yeah.
If we're still here next year, I will do the other section of it. And as you can see, these actually flowered this year. They're also done. These flowered for the first time, I think, ever. Ever. And the only thing I'm going to have to do is take out about an inch of growth on the right next to the concrete, because these can break concrete.
Mm-hmm.
Bachelor buttons. More bachelor buttons. I love bachelor buttons. I grow them every year in pots. They're super easy. Very beautiful. I don't know why those are flowering after these. Beats me.
Difference in light.
Difference in light, probably. Green beans. They're doing pretty well. They're getting chewed on, but they're handling it and growing. Raspberry. But I am. Oh, no, the fruit is firm. So I think we'll get a total of 9 raspberries this year. This is a very slow grower, which is exactly how I like it. By the time it settles wherever we settle, it'll be ready to go in the ground.
Yeah.
This is one of the native raspberries to Oregon. And this is creeping thyme. This is all the rest of the creeping thyme that I stuck in here to wait until the neighbor is ready to put it in his yard. It's pretty pathetic. The herb patch is beautiful. This is the biggest success I have ever had, ever. Fantastic. The sorrel's flowering, and there's tarragon, lavender. I made a new pot of creeping thyme, parsley, basil, lemon balm, and some chives that we can take with us when we leave. There are carrots in here, and the carrots are growing nicely.
Mm-hmm.
See them? There are 2 in here, and 1 in there. The sage is just about done flowering. Just about. The bees are still enjoying it though, so I'll leave it alone. I'm not allowing the chive to flower at all. I'm taking these little flower buds. I'm picking them off every day and putting them in vinegar. And then the chives get a haircut today, and then I will chop all the chives up to put them in the freezer into little ice cubes, and then I just stick the ice cubes into food. The thyme is flowering, but it was overshadowed by the valerian. I had to actually cut back the valerian so that I could start walking on the sidewalk again. But the valerian has very pretty flowers, and they smell very nice, which is weird because the valerian root stinks.
They do. I mean, they stink really bad.
Really bad. And oregano. The oregano also gets a haircut today, and it goes into the freezer. I do not want the oregano flowering. It'll make the leaves taste terrible. Parsley. The parsley is flowering. This is its last year. I've been snipping off parsley to give to the guinea pigs forever. This is a salmonberry, and the deer got it. The deer got whatever salmon berries happened to be on the plant, and yeah, there was another thing here, and they ate the entire thing.
Isn't it so cool though to be able to say, "Oh, I had a wild deer eating my garden"?
Yes, that's fantastic.
It is. I think it's really cool.
Hello, Mr. B, Mrs. B. Enjoying the valerian.
Yeah, having fun.
I'm surprised
Working
they aren't
away.
just all over the place today.
Yeah.
This is the only, well, there are a couple others that have grown.
Oh, strawberries.
Yeah, now it's gotta, put out some more flowers. They may put out more flowers, they might not.
There's a lot of strawberries
Because
there though.
This is the strawberries last year. I don't know if it's gonna actually put out more flowers or not. If it starts to put out runners, I'll clip all the fruit off it, because I want more plants, not more strawberries. This is what happens when you just take sprigs of mint and stick them in potting soil and leave them alone. That is how voracious mint is. It will overtake a pot.
Everything, yeah.
Yeah. Basil and my great experiment.
It's working out so far.
Well, kind of. The tomatoes in the top raised bed went in before the really wonderful tomatoes out in the front strip.
Mm-hmm.
And we come over and look at it. They are pathetic. They're small, they're weak, they're not putting out any new growth. I don't know why.
The weather changed. It got very cold there for a few days, but now it's starting
It
to
could be,
roast
but these
again.
These were put in at the same time, and they're mostly the same types that are out in the front.
The front gets more sunlight though.
I am attributing it more to what I put into the box, because almost all of them are really bad.
Yeah.
So I think it's probably what I filled the box up with. Because this box is filled up with, it only had one layer of the soil that I put in the top raised box.
Mm-hmm.
But look at everything that's growing. All the basil, the lettuces, and there are carrots too. There are carrots in between every single one. They're growing. They're growing just fine.
And isn't it with carrots, the smaller the stalk, the better the carrot?
I don't know. These are brand new carrots to me, so.
Okay.
Poppy. I love those dogs. They're awesome. And the peppers here too have remained very, very small. Even the ones that were given to me have remained small and haven't put out a whole lot of new growth. The ones that I planted are dying. That one's dying. That one's dying. So I'm not sure, but the parsley is going fine. So I don't know. It maybe just half a dozen of one, half a dozen of the other. I don't know whether it was good or bad the way I did that raised box. Blueberries are doing fantastic. Oh, this one, well, this is a new strawberry. This was from runners from last year. So this is actually technically a first year strawberry. And it's got lots of very, very nice strawberries on it. More creeping time. Spring onions. Spring onions are pretty much like chives. Blueberries are doing great. Big, huge hunks of wonderful berries. I still don't know what we're going to do with these when we leave. I really don't want to give them up.
They're very big.
There are two of these. Two of these left. Believe it or not, they're pomegranates, and they're growing in Oregon. Possible they grow in Ireland. If they grow in
Oregon, yeah.
If they grow in Oregon, it's possible they grow in Ireland. They're slow, but they're pretty.
Yeah.
And the community table is down to pretty much just what I'm growing for Torsten. That's it. That's all that's left for community plants. I have a few basil. These peppers I'm not going to give away because they still have curly leaf syndrome.
Yeah.
The basil is still good. I'll probably stick the basil over in that corner with the rest of it.
Yeah.
The artichoke's happy. The artichoke gets to flower every year. We don't eat the artichokes off this plant because it tastes absolutely hideous.
Yeah. Well, we'll see what they're like this year, but no, they're normally massive things.
Oh, there's an artichoke. There it is.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. I mean, if we were going to eat it, we'd have to pick it now.
Yeah.
But I like the flower more because the flower is pretty.
Yeah.
And the mini rose has already gone through one flush of growth, and I chopped all the spent flowers and letting it grow again. It's got a huge amount of flowers, putting out a huge amount of flowers now.
Yeah.
The corn. The corn is still alive. Can you see it?
Mm-hmm.
Corn and some more potted snow peas. The corn is going pretty good. I'm just going to leave it.
Well, yeah, we'll see if it grows up huge. Our neighbours up the road grow massive corn.
The stalks are growing, and there's nasturtium, strawberries, a couple of peppers on the end I tried to isolate from all the rest.
Yeah.
But yeah, the corn has survived, which is nice. That is pretty much it, except for the compost bins, which have already produced 3 loads of compost this year. This one's got a brand new load of greenery in it that I chopped up with the lawnmower.
Yeah, excellent.
That's pretty much it.
Okay.